Hello, Paul here. Today I'm going to be making a very quick video, and it's going to be about where I think Bitcoin is going now that the Bitcoin halving has happened. And what I actually ended up doing is, yesterday as the halving was going on with Bitcoin, I went back into the charts and I looked at the last halving date, and I kind of noticed a pattern on how I looked at certain things in the last halving compared to what is happening now, and I can kind of estimate what's probably going to happen now with what happened in the last halving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I kind of found in the last halving. That's not this one, but the last one, and I'll go over kind of where I think where it's headed, where Bitcoin is headed, like where I think the bottom is, and where I think we're going from here. Okay, so right here, let me just turn off the consolidation. Right here is the last halving. This was in 2020, and you can see where it crosses right here. This is when it started, and once the halving happened, we saw an increase in price. So the price at the time before the halving was around 8,000, maybe around 9,000. So the pattern that I've noticed was after the halving, it started going up. This was the day of, and then it might have done just a little bit of a pullback, but then it just started going up over time. So basically, let's just say if you were to long right here back then, if you went in here and you longed Bitcoin at this point, you went in and you did a trade and you longed Bitcoin at this point, and you just wrote it out. Now, I wrote a little line down here because this is around the price of where it started before the halving. So yeah, about 8,000-ish, somewhere around there. So if you write this out, if you did a long right about here, if the day of the halving 2020, you went out here, you did a long, the question you want to ask yourself is, did it ever go back in the 4 years after? It's been 4 years. Has it ever gone back to the $8,000 mark? So if you just scroll on through, you know that it did nothing, but it just slowly started to grind. The price just slowly started to grind up. And we notice that we just get forward. Now down here it went to what? Yeah, 9,000 here. It's not. Yeah, it went down to 9,000, but it didn't go down to the 8,000. So it just kept going. It just kept going up over time. Slowly, it just started going up. You see, it just comes right down here. It went. There's 15,000 right there. So the 8,000 is now gone bye-bye at this point, where it's probably never going to get touched again. And whether or not this is the parabolic run yet, we're trying to skim through about 4 years of this, of what it's been doing. Dipped here, but yep, still hasn't gone down to the last all-time high. Let's just check where we are. It's right there. So has it ever touched it since? Has it ever touched it since? Nope. It has not touched that since the halving. And now you can see that we're slowly getting closer to where we are now. Where are we at right now? We are in May 5th of 2021. So we just, now here it dipped right here. But yeah, it was a dip, but it wasn't, even though it looks like a dip, it still didn't go. This is 46,000 at this point. So you just keep riding it out. It looks like even with the dips, it's still not going. It still did not go down to the 8,000. So just keep riding this out. Even major dips, and it never went down to 8,000 again. So where are we now? Let's find another time where it dipped. Here's a dip. This dip is 44,000. So now we see it's just been going up and up and up. And where are we now? We are in November 19th, 2021. We are at 56,000. So it goes up and up. It's dipping a little bit, but it's still above the halving price. That's 33,000. It's still going up. Dip a little bit here, but that's only 26,000. So that is 17,000, so it's still good. You're still in profit even though it's 17,000. So we'll try to fast forward to where we are now with the halving that had just happened yesterday. Hopefully get to that point. Right up here we are at January 11th, 2023. And we are at, right here we are at February 11th. And this price is what? 21,000. Over here we are at, it is August 19th, 2023, and we are at 25,000. And here we go. Here we are right now. So what I want to do is kind of show you, because I kind of marked this right here. This was the halving. This was the price during the halving from the last time. And I'm going to see how much you would have made if you traded this, and if you went long for the last 4 years, how much would you have made? So right about here, if you did it long and you held out for, I think it was 4 years, from here to here, from where it is now, with just a 1 Satoshi balance. Now I'm going to kind of go over the number that if you did one lot, if you did a 0.01 in Forex and you traded Bitcoin, we're going to punch and see how much you would have made in 4 years with just 0.01. So that's a 5241. 5241. 5241. 538. 538. So you want to times this by 0.01. And now this is going to be the balance of USD. And you would have made $52,000 in 4 years by just doing it with one lot. Now, if you did this with a, like, say you did it by, just do it by 10 if you did it at 10. If you did this at a 0.1, you would have made $500,000. You made $500,000 in 4 years. So what we could tell from what we learned from this halving event is this is where we are right now. And this line right here is yesterday's halving event, and this is where we are right now. This is where we are. Let's go to the hour here now. You break it down. This was yesterday with the halving, and this is kind of the bottom of it, and this is where we are now. So where do I think we are going? I think that the bottom of Bitcoin, now this is my own personal opinion, and by looking at the previous halving, and but we just saw with the numbers, I think the bottom of Bitcoin right now is about 60, maybe 60,000. and it's my own personal opinion that the bottom is about 60,000 in my opinion. So by looking at what we saw from the last halving event, I could probably assume that the same pattern that happened in the last halving event is probably going to be happening in this one. It's where this is probably the bottom, and it won't be too much longer before the market is slowly going to start going up. In my opinion, the market is slowly going to start going up, and it's going to, once we get past like 65, it's just going to keep going up. It's just going to keep slowly grinding and going up to new all-time numbers. So I personally think that we're not going to be seeing 60 to 65,000 for too much longer, and that it's slowly going to start to grind up. So this is my personal opinion. It's not financial advice, but I see if the price does the same thing that it did in the last halving, it's slowly going to get past that 65,000, and we're no longer going to be in this point. We're going to just be slowly grinding up. This is also including another strategy is mining stocks, and I believe that mining stocks will also be going up. As Bitcoin is grinding up, the mining stocks will be going up. So I think that where we are right now is I think it's the bottom. I think it's either 60 to 65,000 is the bottom, and it's slowly going to be grinding up. It might take a little while, a month or two, but it's slowly going to be grinding up. I don't think we're going to be seeing anything below 60,000. I could be wrong, but judging by the last from the chart from the last halving, that's exactly what happened. We didn't see 8,000 to 9,000 ever again after the halving event. So this is what I think is going to happen. It's around 60 to 65. I don't think we have too much longer in these numbers. I think it's slowly just going to be creeping up. But anyway, that is just my opinion. Me personally, I have some long positions at this point, and I'm basically going to be riding them out, see what happens. Anyway, just thought I would point that out because it's something I saw in the charts. It's something I was studying as the halving was happening. Anyway, other than that, I want to let you guys know that I do have a Discord now. It is free. It's mainly you have a chance to interact with me more, and I also will be posting screenshots on where buy and sell signals and screenshots on different assets. So it's just a way for me to build up a community here other than YouTube, and a way for people to interact with me as well. So if you guys want to join my Discord right now, it's for free. So I'll put the link below if you want to join. I will, when I find signals that I find are like buy and sell signals, I'll post them. The signals that I mention are dealing with crypto, forex, gold, and the US 30 to begin with. So and stocks too. So if I see anything that sticks out, I will mention it in my Discord. Other than that, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in future videos.